Oh, what the? What the heck? Can't have people? Why are they all janky look? What the hell? This music. Fucking Christ, pick a direction. Oh. Oh. Firecracker. Hey. Ugh. Huh. Ugh. What is this? Tamsworth. Hey. Hey.
Ho sbagliato tante volte ormai che lo so già. E oggi quasi certamente sto sbagliando su di te. Ma una volta in più che cosa può cambiare? Nella vita mia. Accettare questo strano appuntamento è stata una pazzia. Sono triste tra la gente che mi sta passando accanto, ma la nostalgia di rivedere te è forte più del pianto.
Va bene.
Questo sole accende sul mio volto un segno di speranza. Sto aspettando quando a un tratto ti vedrò spuntare in lontananza. Amore, fai presto, io non resisto. Se tu non arrivi, non esisto, non esisto, non esisto.
What?
Ma resto ad aspettare.
I don't know how I did that.
Non mi importa
Ah, I
cosa il
can't
mondo
just.
può
Oh, okay.
pensare. Io non
Making
me
me
ne voglio
angry.
andare.
Do
Io
Ellie?
mi
I don't
guardo
think so.
dentro e
This is
mi
a new.
domando, ma non sento niente. Sono solo un resto di speranza perduta tra la gente. Amore già tardi e non resisto.
That's it.
Se tu non arrivi non esisto, non esisto, non esisto. Luci, macchine, vetrine, strade, tutto quanto si confonde nella mente.
The heck?
La mia ombra si è stancata di seguirmi, il giorno muore lentamente. Non mi resta che tornare a casa mia, alla mia triste vita. Questa vita che volevo dare a te, l'ho spicciolata tra le dita. Amore, perdono, ma non resisto. Adesso per sempre non esisto, non esisto, non esisto.
Ah. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Ah. Huh. What the hell? Figured this would be easy. Not fucking easy for some reason. Yeah. Think that's it? Yep. Already got most of all that still. Ooh. All right. Let's take forever to load. Early. Of course. Huh. What? It doesn't grind. Wow. It's part of the grind, right? Yeah. Oh, so small in here. Tiny. Oh, can I grind that? Hey. Yeah, you can. Kind of. Wow. Oh. I do. What? Ah, why? Oh. Oh. Woo! Sick. Sick. Daimo. Yeah, we skated this one. Going on break. Wow. That's it. That's all the new maps in 2 segments. Enjoy. Oh, got it. Yeah. Wow. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Shit. Ooh. Oh, okay. Yeah. Ah. Hey. And the angles. Oh. Oh. Hey. Haha. Jeez. Oh. Oh, yeah. So perfect. Oh. Shit. What? point to teleport flare. Oh.
This town is a lonely town, not the only town like this town. This town is a make-you town or a break-you town and bring this town is a quiet town or a riot town like this town. This town is a love you town and a shove you town and push you around town. This town is an all-right town.
Oh my god.
Or an uptight town like this town.
Oh.
This town, it's a use you town and abuse you town until you're found town. This town is a losing town. It's a miserable town. It's a nowhere town. And I am leaving this town. You better believe that I'm leaving this town. Man, it will never be uptown. It's bound to be downtown.
That's all the maps.
This town. Bye 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 bye.
Dog look pretty cool. I like it. See you guys later. Bye bye. Woo.
if I had like hot dog. Up, up, up. Oh, that's so good.
Oh, you said hot dog.
That's so good. Sit.
Where's the hot dog?
Sit. Yeah, I know. Like I said, it'd be so much better if I had a hot dog, but I don't. Oh, what a good girl.
Going fakey? Oh!
Oh, what a good girl. She's never done this before. Oh, what a good girl. Oh, what a good girl. Yeah. Oh, that's such a good girl. Oh, such a good girl. Here we go. Oh, that's such a good girl. Hell yeah. Oh, great.
Wow. What up? Dogs.
Yeah.
That's the idea, but lean into it.
Quality writing makes your schoolwork better and helps you stand out in the process.
You want some candy, bro? Yeah, give me a piece.
Hand this man back his board. Here you go, sir.
sounds, you know, so hard to escape.
Need some wax?
I got weed, like, maybe, like, papers.
Hey, homie.
I'm over it. Scrape my back scab.
Hey, what's up, guys? Love ya.
Crazy. Holy fuck.
Flick.
Oh, dude. I saved myself.
For my meal kit delivery, I chose the vegetarian box, and the meals that I received were the salsa verde enchiladas,
It's time.
We're back with Tony Hawk. So Tony, the kids want to know, is this skateboarding thing just a fad? What's going on with this skateboarding thing?
Yep, it's just a fad, like 40 years strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was doing the line from the opening of the Future Primitive.
Oh, see? You can outwit me here.
I think I screwed the line up, though. I love Future Primitive. Like, that was the first time I saw, like, crazy video in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
You know, the first time I sort of, because, you know, the VHS, sort of, we were the last family on our block to get a VHS, a VCR, right? So we came in late on that, and there was a skate shop down the street, and they'd play Future Primitive. I remember watching you guys bomb through New York, and then when, like, what was it, Dave Hackett jumped off that truck?
Yeah.
And I was like, you can jump off trucks and land on a board with wheels?
Yeah.
It was amazing. Was that fun shooting that?
It was fun shooting the video. I wasn't in that segment in New York. And to be honest, I understand why now, but during that time, I was like, why wouldn't they invite me? But it was because I was just like a little brat. And, you know, all those guys were sort of 18, 19. They were going to New York. You know, it was like a whole thing. And I would just been this little kid.
You were like a little kid?
Pretty much, yeah. And so I was like, why didn't I get to New York? And then eventually I realized, like, because I was 14. You know, they don't want me hanging out with them.
Did you get grief from some of the other skaters when you were starting out because you were so good, but you're this little kid?
It wasn't. I got grief just because of my style, not because of being good necessarily. It was just because I had a whole different style. In fact, according to them, I had no style. But I was really scrawny, and I learned how to get myself up in the air in a totally different way than what they would do because
you would ollie out of the transition?
Yeah, because I would ollie out, and no one did that. Everyone would grab the board before they got to the top of the ramp or the pool, and I couldn't do that because I didn't have the bulk or the mass to get that much speed. So I figured out how to like launch myself into the air, and eventually that became the standard. But back then it was like, well, he cheats. He just ollies into everything. I was like, yeah, of course.
You basically invented a new way of getting air.
And so they're like, well, he just always in it. He can grab it anywhere. I was like, that's the idea.
Yeah. Isn't it actually harder to do that?
What's that? To ollie
early grab, isn't that easier?
Well, yeah, I mean, it is, especially if you're going to get any kind of height. Sure, you got to reach. It's just such a burden. You got to reach down and get your board before you got to like bend into a ball before you ever get to the top. It's just a hassle, and it kills your speed.
So, but then in those early days, your dad was like a coach, right? He was the coach or the start of the NSA and
well, in
National
the early days,
Skateboard Association?
Yeah, in the early days, well, actually, my dad was the coach of my Little League team the year I quit, which was awkward, but
my dad was my hockey coach.
Yeah.
1 year. And that was the only year we won the championship.
Oh, wow.
Because he was a strict guy, my dad. My dad was an Army guy, and he would yell at, like if we weren't on time for practice, he'd be yelling at my friends and stuff.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that gets super weird.
It was super weird.
Yeah,
but we
and
won
then there's
the
always, no matter what happens, they're calling favoritism with whatever your position you're in, or if you get put in or not. And that kind of turned me off, but mostly it was just because I felt like I was getting better at skating. I wasn't getting any better at baseball. And so when I did start skating, he finished out the year as the coach without me there. But then he noticed he realized what skating had done for me, and he realized also that there was no sanctioning organization in skating. There was no organization in skating because it kind of had fallen off the radar and it's not popular anymore. So he took it upon himself to start an amateur league. And he started this called CASTLE, California Amateur Skateboard League, which still exists to this day. And then that's what that's what helped amateurs to compete with each other, to share ideas, to hang out. And then there was a pro circuit, and not long after that, the pro circuit died. And so he started the National Skateboard Association to do pro contests as well.
So when was the Bones Brigade? That was a little after that then, right? Or
No,
all around the same time?
The Bones Brigade was around that same era. I'd say like right after sort of CASTLE started and the other organization died, that's when Bones Brigade started as a team, as an idea.
Cool. That was the thing, that the Bones Brigade was like the Beatles for me growing up. It was. It was
It's so strange.
Yeah, it was just, because it was just insane for me. But it was a small group of people in Canada at that time that were into skateboarding. Kind of goes in and out of style all the time.
Yeah,
Why is that? Why does it always go in and out? 'Cause I started skateboarding when it was like not popular.
Right.
And I kind of liked it actually better at that time because it seemed sort of. I think I liked it because it was weird. Like people thought it was weird. Like, oh, he's on a board with wheels. Look at that guy. He's on a. What is that? It's the future, right?
Right.
But then it got real popular, and everyone was better than me at that point, and it wasn't as much fun anymore.
Well, I think that it did definitely go in cycles of popularity. I feel like in the late 90s, we broke through the cycle of ups and downs because it started getting big coverage on TV. X Games started, video games were popular, and it sort of broke through the ceiling of being a novelty. And I really believe that because all those successes created a fan base for skating, and it didn't have to necessarily be people that skated themselves, but they understood it and they appreciated it, and that's what changed everything. Because before that, the only people that liked skating were the ones who did it.
Yeah.
And that was a very small percentage of people.
Didn't you almost quit skating in the 80s or no?
I never quit.
Okay.
It wasn't that I quit, I just had to find a job because I was at an age of responsibility. I was starting a family, and all of a sudden my income from skating was just dropping by half every month. And so I had to figure out what else I'm going to do. I would have never quit skating altogether, but it was like, what am I going to do? I gotta make a living. I gotta pay mortgage.
Okay, we'll be back. We'll talk about a lot more with Tony Hawk. We're going to take some calls. Stick around. See you in a second.
Quality writing makes your schoolwork better.
We're back with Tony Hawk. We're having a nice conversation here about skateboarding. This is exciting for me to talk about this stuff.
Me too.
I mean, this has really formed my personality, I think, skateboarding. I mean, you messed me up, man. You really did. I remember when my show got picked up by MTV, okay? And you know probably what I'm going to say, but when my show got picked up by MTV, I'd been doing my show on a public access station in Canada for like 6 or 7 years. All of a sudden, I'm living in New York City, and we went on the air a few weeks later, and I think it was like the day after the show aired, we got an email, from you. You emailed us, and you said, hey, like the show, wanted to say what's up, and we just couldn't believe it. And a week later, you were in New York, and you and I were skating down through Times Square. And it was like I was in Future Primitive, even though you weren't in that scene where you skated through New York. It was still
I remember you really wanted to recreate that vibe.
Absolutely.
Sure.
So I went and met you at your hotel, and we skated back to the MTV offices. No cameras. And that was just the coolest thing that ever happened to me.
We actually got kicked out from skating the stairs in front of MTV.
Yeah.
You and I.
See, that's what I love about skateboarding is you get kicked out of shit.
Yeah, but the funny thing is that you had a show and you had an office in that building, and they're like, you can't skate here, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, they kicked me out.
But we need to go to the work.
Yeah. I think that was probably a lot of what influenced my television show was skateboarding, going around getting kicked out of things by security guards, and then you get in an argument with a security guard. We would go down.
You kind of took it to a whole new level of getting kicked out of stuff, though.
I loved it. I love getting kicked out of stuff.
We actually shot a couple of things that day that couldn't air because the people wouldn't sign releases.
Oh yeah. We remember we were doing the little jumpy thing, the little jump. We did a little jump thing.
Yeah. Well, I remember you and I. We went to this Chinese restaurant, and you're like, "Okay, we're gonna skate through the tables." So, okay, and you got on your stomach and literally swam through the middle of the tables underneath everyone. And made me follow you. And I was like, this is insane. Like, we're going to get arrested here.
You're like, why did I email this goof?
And then we made it out, and everyone was laughing, and they knew that a lot of people recognized you. Your show had just come out. People were laughing. They thought it was funny. We went out, and they would not sign the release.
Yeah. But we still aired it.
No, not that one.
No, we didn't?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
But I remember it vividly because I was like, that is funny. That's
Right.
going to be funny. Oh, we can't do it.
yeah, no, well, that was amazing. That was just the most amazing thing. So we're talking about all sorts of stuff. Let's take a Skype call right now. Let's take a
Okay,
call from Skype.
sure.
You're on with Tony Hawk. You have a question for Tony.
Yo, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yo, yes.
Alrighty, good. First of all, it's an honor to be with the big T's that I grew up watching in the 90s, man. Tom Green and Tony Hawk. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
We're the
second,
big
I want
T's.
to know,
Yeah.
Tony, how did they discover you? I mean, like, were you skating and some rich old dude was like, hey, I'm going to make this guy rich. He's gonna be popular. What happened? What was going on? How did they find out who Tony Hawk was?
How did I get this? I don't discover. That's a stretch. Skating was really small when I first got sponsored. So it was more like I was skating with the Dogtown team, and we let the team manager stay at our house for this event. My dad was like, "Yeah, stay at our house, sure." And then because I was so sort of embedded with them already, they're like, "Oh, well, here's a skateboard. So does that mean I'm sponsored? I guess. Here you go."
Right, you were sponsored by Dogtown first.
Dogtown first, yeah. And then I started doing pretty well in amateur events. They're like, hey, we got something here. So then they were more supportive, and then they went out of business. They never told me they went out of business. And I got a call from Stacy Peralta, and he said, hey, I heard that Dogtown went out of business. I said, oh, that's first I've heard of that, but okay. And he's like, I'd like you to come up and talk about being on the PAL team, on the Bones Brigade. And the Bones Brigade already was an elite crew, but it wasn't established necessarily. Like it just wasn't established outside of skating. And I said, yeah, I would love to come talk to you. And I went up and met him, and I was on the team immediately. And I think it was all because Stacy Peralta recognized me as not necessarily, well, an innovator, but more just someone that was not going to back down. You know, he saw me as someone that was never satisfied with my own skating, and that's the drive he was looking for.
You didn't immediately win every contest when you started, right?
No,
it wasn't something that was just you were such a natural that you instantly were the best skater.
No, but I had to learn the hard way. You know, I only skated my park. I only skated my local park mostly. I was good there. I wasn't very good other places, and I really got kind of knocked down a few times where I thought, oh, I got to figure out how to learn. I got to figure out how to skate other things, and I made it my goal to go adapt to other terrain. And once I did that, that's when everything changed for me, because then it was like, oh, he can skate other places. He's actually good, not just good at Del Mar.
You put like a ton of pressure on yourself.
I did, yeah, but mostly because I wanted to impress Stacy. I was like, that guy believes in me. I believe he picks the best riders. I got to step up for him.
Is that something like you still do? You're still always driving yourself like that?
I'm trying, yeah. I mean, I don't, I don't have a mentor that I'm trying to impress necessarily, although, I'm hoping Stacy still sees my stuff, but yeah, I just always have wanted to keep getting better, and as I got older, I had to figure out different ways of doing that, because I'm not trying to set any, spinning or height records anymore, but I still want to learn new stuff. I still want to progress, and I've really learned how to figure that. I've learned how to do that in my own way into my older age.
The spinning record, is it still the 900? No, right?
1080.
1080.
Yeah.
But when you did the 900, you've probably talked about this a million times. It was called the greatest moment in sports of the year, that year by ESPN. Was that one of the greatest moments?
Oh, it was definitely a highlight for me. I mean, it was one of the biggest moments it was probably the biggest moment in my skating career, and it marked the end of my competitive era, because I felt like that was a good out. And I really wanted to pursue other avenues. I wanted to be able to do tours. I wanted to be able to do other opportunities that didn't involve competing. And competing, if you're in that life and you're competing all the time, that's it. You're consumed by it. For 9-10 months out of the year, you're just chasing every contest. And I had kids. I wanted to stay home more, but I also wanted to just be able to choose what I wanted to do. And so doing a 900 that year was like, all right, that's the best it's going to get for me in competition. So I quit right then.
That was it. That was when you retired from
competing, yeah. But I continued to skate, obviously, and that was the year we released our first video game, and that opened up all kinds of new doors. And there's a stigma attached that people say, like, you've retired. Well, I just don't compete anymore. I skate more than ever.
Skate demos, tour around the world.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was doing right before I got here.
You were skating today, yeah. See? Just Sk8in keeps. Okay, we're gonna take a commercial. There's a lot of commercials today. Is there more commercials today than normal? Is there? No. Okay, we're gonna take a commercial. We'll be back. We got questions from the internet for Tony Hawk. Stick around.
From the internet.
How to stop buffering issues anywhere, anytime, instantly.
And we're back with Tony Hawk on Access TV. Thanks. You having fun, Tony?
Yeah, thank you.
You know, in the '80s, remember when when skateboarding took a dive, and you know all the like the parks and stuff, they all closed down here in California. And you went out to Arizona and you were skating Garen Hale's mini ramp, and then you jumped in that freezing pool and almost got hypothermia. Like, what were you thinking?
This is your life? I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking that, hey, look there's a pool. Let's, you know, it's Arizona. It's got to be warm.
But people were really worried about you because the pool was really cold.
Yeah.
Or
that is a random fact to know.
Or that time in South Africa when you were at the safari and you were on your cell phone the whole time, and like, did you want to go, or were you just afraid because the elephant was coming through the trees?
No, but I got told to be quiet because we were near rhinos.
Oh,
okay. And they were getting agitated.
You seemed a little nervous though
that day,
talking. I thought.
Well, I was talking. Yeah.
Or at Le Bleu in France when you went to that disco and got mixed drinks.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Oh, okay.
You're reaching now.
I had about an hour-long conversation with Kevin Staub yesterday, looking for like random facts, like when you jumped into Garen Hale.
Oh, okay, I got it. All right.
Random irrelevant facts that I could ask you about.
Yeah. Well, it's funny about the club in Paris is that I actually wasn't there. I remember that night though. We were in Paris, and I left before he went to that club. And when he came back from the club, he was staying in my room. He came back from the club, and I woke up to the sound of splashing water, and he was puking all over his bed.
Kevin was?
Kevin was, yeah, and on my clothes, and on my bag. And I left the room. I knew my friends were down the hall. I left the room. I was like, I'm out of here. I can't deal with this, you know. And he's like, come on, it's not on your stuff, dude. It's okay. And so I leave the room, and I hear behind me, I'm throwing him under the bus because he's trying to throw me under the bus.
I think it's so funny that I call him to get some stories about you,
well,
and then you nail him.
This is one of my favorite drunk friend stories. But so I go down the hall. I'm going to our friend Joe's room, and I hear behind me, dude, don't leave. This room's full of barf. I can't stay in here. And he's dragging the mattress behind him, coming down the hall to go wherever I'm going.
Was there like a lot of, there must have been a lot of insane stories on the road like that. You're teenagers, you're going around the world.
It was pretty lawless, but I feel like, especially in our cases, we always had skating as the priority. So, you know, we always knew that we couldn't get too crazy because we had to skate. And so that particular night was after we skated, but you know what I mean? Like, that was always a priority, and there were some guys that got lost in the partying, and they got caught up in it, and they lost sight of why they were there in the first place.
Right. You got to focus, right, kids? Focus. Stay away from the drugs and alcohol. Stay in school, and you can be like Tony. Right?
Yeah, just don't stay in my room if you're going to get wasted.
Yeah. You're on the air with Tony Hawk right now. Yeah, from Ireland.
Oh, hey, sorry.
Hey, it's all right.
Hi, guys. How you doing tonight?
Good, man.
Excellent. Hey, I got a question for Tony. It's an honor to speak with you. Hey, I just wondered, when I was a kid, we watched Police Academy 4, Citizens on Patrol, over and over.
I'm sorry.
We used to emulate that scene, the skating scene, of course. And I just wondered, I had a two-part question. What was the worst thing about shooting that film, and what was the most activating thing? And you can take that term activating to mean anything you like. Arousing, however you take the term.
Well, for me, the worst thing was getting fired because they decided about a week into the shooting that I was too tall to double David Spade, and I had just gone through my growth spurt, so I just got tall, and they were like, "There's no way that's the guy. That's the same guy," because I was his stunt double. So they sent me home. The best part about it was getting paid to skate. I mean. And we were getting to skate stuff that was completely off limits, you know, like just the sides of buildings and government structures and things. And they had full approval because they had shooting permits and film permits, and it was like all of a sudden we were rock stars. It was
I like how
awesome.
the trucks had sparks on them too when you grinded stuff.
Oh yeah, we put flints in the trucks. That was a little cheating there.
There's all that when they had sparks on them.
Yeah, we drilled holes into the trucks and then pounded flints into them.
That was one of the first times where, because back then you didn't see skateboarding in the media, and then that was one of the first times. Thrashin', the movie Thrashin'.
Yeah. Yes.
Gleaming the Cube. Those movies were the only times you'd ever see skateboarding. Did David Spade skate with you on the set?
He did. David actually did skate. He does skate. Like he was legit. He just couldn't do the like big stairs and jumps that we were doing.
Was that pretty cool to be hanging out with David Spade?
Yeah,
skating,
it was very cool.
Like
I still know him to this day because of that.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, well, thanks for. Oh, Ireland is gone. He had the Tony Hawk haircut too.
Oh, bye Ireland.
He had the long Tony Hawk.
I'm actually going to be there in 2 weeks.
You're going to Ireland 2
yeah,
weeks?
Dublin.
Are you always on the road, always traveling?
I'd say about half the time.
Are you doing a demo over there?
I am doing a speaking thing, a conference, but I've turned it into a skate thing, so I'm doing a demo as well.
So your business is a mega business now. I want to talk about your mega business that you have.
Okay.
Okay. We'll talk about it more, but I mean,
all right.
You know, you went from making a good living as a professional skateboarder to this mega mogul business. Did you ever think in your wildest dreams that was what was going to happen?
No, never. I mean, when I was a kid, the dream was to get free gear, because no one made a living skating. No one was rich or famous from skating. It was just more like, hey, you get to be in the magazine and you might get some free stuff, and that's all we ever aspired to. And we knew once you reached an age of responsibility, you had to get a job. So I was just trying to do it as long as I could up to that point. But as things transpired, through the 80s, all of a sudden it was like, hey, this is my job, and I don't have to go to college to figure out what else I'm going to do.
Your sister helped you start the business, did she?
Yeah, she did, but that was later on. That was like around the time we were starting to release the video games.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, and then we started a kids' clothing line in 1998 with my sisters and my brother and I, still going, Hawk Clothing. In fact, we're really proud of it, and Quicksilver took it over, and it's at Kohl's, and things like that. But that was more of a natural fit because we all had kids, and we just couldn't find cool clothes for our kids. And we're like, why? It's like, if you have a kid, why do you have to dress up like a little doll? Or it's like, it was all Oshkosh bagosh, and it was just like dumb sailor outfits and stuff. And it was like, why can't we just have like cool skate clothes or surf clothes for kids?
Yeah.
That's why we started it.
That's cool. Okay, well, we'll be back. I want to talk more about the Tony Hawk mega empire that you have going, and maybe we can talk to some future business owners about what they want. I don't know what I'm talking about. We'll be right back. Stick around. Okay, stick around. We'll be right back.
This innovative necklace is dominating the Valentine's Day gift market. Jewelry has
Tony Hawk.
We're making a television show right now. We're making a television show with Tony Hawk. Tony, thank you for spending some time with me today and talking about all of this stuff.
Oh, thanks for having me.
I'm sure it's really actually a really interesting thing for all of your fans to get to hear all of these stories, get in depth like this.
I hope so. It's very cathartic.
Yeah? Do you miss playing the violin?
I do. Honestly, I do, yes.
It was one of the biggest regrets of your childhood, I heard, I quit playing violin?
I did quit playing violin to skate.
Yeah.
Because I was skating in competitions and things like that at the time. I was playing violin, and my music teacher wanted me to do more extracurricular stuff, like concerts outside of the school hours and things. And I thought I had to make a choice. And so
You're pretty good at the violin?
I was all right, but
Why the violin? Why did you pick that instrument?
I don't know. I just thought it was cool. Everyone that in those days just wanted to play guitar, and I just thought it looked cool to play violin. Like, you're doing all this motion and you can get really into it.
Imagine if violin got huge the way skateboarding got huge.
I still think it's cool. I still have a big admiration for.
But if it was just a massive thing, like they had an X Games of violin. You were doing both at the same time.
They would just be
dropping-
like, or there'd be like knives at the end where you just had to take each other out.
Yeah. That would be amazing.
That would be good.
Yeah.
I'd be in.
Hey, you're on the air with Tony Hawk. Do you have a question for him?
I sure do. Hey, Tony, I was just wondering, man, how do you balance all the time between everything you do? You know, you got the radio show, all your events, your appearances on shows like this, cameos in movies, you know?
It's tricky. I try to prioritize, you know, and I just make sure that I have time for my kids, and that's the priority is spending time with my kids, and everything else sort of falls into place after that. And I feel like I just choose the stuff that is either going to be the most fun or have the most resonance. And you know, I've learned, I guess the luxury of being successful is that I've been able to say no. Before, I didn't have that option. You know, I had to keep chasing and doing the things because I was trying to make it. And then when I finally made it, I was like, oh, I can finally not have to do every single thing.
Your son Riley is like a professional skateboarder now?
It's funny you say that because he's been on tour for the last 2 weeks. He was home today, literally today, and then he's leaving for another tour tomorrow. And I was like, yep.
Is that a lot of pressure on him being your son?
It could be, and it has been for him in the past, but he's learned how to handle it really well. And he really has taken his own path. You know, he's not a vert skater. He's not necessarily a ramp skater. He's more of a street guy, and he's got his own. He's got his own style and innovation there, and he's well respected. I mean, he has his own deal. Like it has nothing to do with my success at all.
His skating style is different than yours?
His skating style is well. I'd say there's similarities in our style, just in our body language. But he's definitely got his own deal going. I mean, the stuff that he does is really innovative and really difficult.
Yeah, cool. We actually have a video clip, which I really want to look at it because we've rarely run video clips, and it'll just be fun for us to look at this. And this is at your ramp.
That is, yeah.
This is at your office?
Yeah, that's my personal ramp, and that's pretty much what I'm doing every day if I am not on tour.
Every day you're just ripping it up on the. Have you been? I don't want to. Well, first of all, tell us what some of these tricks are. First of all, you know they do that when they have TV shows about skateboarding.
Okay, sure. There's a backside lip slide. This is an alley-oop backside Smith grind around the corner.
Look at that.
At Bucky's. Bucky has his own bowl, Bucky Lassick.
Nice.
And then that's my ramp, lip slide Smith grind right here, lip slide Smith grind, then throw it in a revert.
Nice.
Come on, Tom, you know the stuff. You used to skate.
Yeah, that's where you slide it on the thing there on the back of the
right.
thing.
Yep, exactly.
That's the rail to the flip it around thing.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a drop in. You dropped in. That's a little loop de loop right there.
That's
what
it.
That's called.
Yeah. Is that?
No,
not quite.
Ma'am. It's a jumpy up in the air.
Right. Here you go. There's a McTwist. You know that one, yeah?
There we go. Absolutely.
Okay.
McTwist, is that one of the most famous moves in the history of skateboarding?
Yeah, I mean, that was a revolution of a trick for sure.
By Mike McGill?
Mike McGill,
named after Mike McGill from the Bones Brigade? Do you remember the day that was invented? You must.
I remember the first day I saw it, and to be honest, he invented it when he was skating at a skate camp in Sweden, and I remember these sort of murmurs about something, but no one wanted to tell me about it because they thought I would learn it before he got back from Sweden.
Uh-huh.
And so I remember people like, oh yeah, he does it, yes. And I was like, what are they talking about? What's the secret? And then he got back from Sweden, there was a contest like the next week, and he did it in his qualifying run. And I was just like, what the hell was that? And I immediately started trying it.
And did you
No, it took me a long time to figure it out.
Really?
Yeah.
So, but like, did that bother him when all of a sudden everybody started doing this trick? Or like when someone invents a trick?
No, I think that he was honored. I think he was proud of it. Yeah. I mean, that was a big thing in skateboarding for sure.
Cool. Hey, we have another caller here. Let's take another caller on Skype. Hi, with the number 1 behind your head in the creepy Blair Witch Project lighting.
Hey, Tom, how's it going?
Nice to see you. Do you have a question for Tony?
Yeah, actually I do.
Great framing on that shot, by the way.
Returning to professional competition?
Sorry, what's that? Say that again. I was too busy talking over you.
Are you ever considering returning to professional competition like the X Games and whatnot?
No, not really. I mean, I do some events once in a while that are more, they call them like the Legends events, which is basically means the old guys. You know, I do skating, some of the competitions like with Steve Caballero, Mike McGill, Lance Mountain, Jeff Grosso, Christian Osoy. All those guys are still skating, and so we have our own sort of events that happen. To jump back into like a big venue like the X Games, I don't want to live with that scrutiny, you know, because it doesn't matter how well I do, unless I win, people are gonna be like, he sucks now.
Right.
And I just, you know, and I'm not skating in that type of style that is the, you know, is the more popular style now, more technical, flippy tricks and stuff. I'm still doing, you know, the stuff that I did 10 years ago.
So the style changes, right?
Well, yeah, and it's progression, it's evolution, absolutely, yeah. And I can't keep up like that, and I just don't have the energy to. Like, I'm having too much fun doing it in my own voice.
I think you still win everyone. I want to know why you have a number 1 behind your head. What's that signify? What's the number 1 behind your head?
There.
What
it
is
just
it?
came out of my
is it
jersey.
Is it just because you're number 1?
Well, yeah, I
All
guess
right.
you could say that.
All right, you're number 1.
Number 1.
Thanks.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. Thanks for your call. Okay, we'll be right back. Stick around.
Here's an honest way to make yourself $1,220 or up to
We're back with Tony Hawk. Thanks, Tony. It's been a lot of fun. Now I want to talk about your foundation, because that is just amazing that you take the time to do this and
thank you.
stand up for skate parks, and you guys raise money to build skate parks in
low-income areas.
Low-income areas,
yeah.
okay.
The Tony Hawk Foundation, Stand Up for Skate Parks, is our annual fundraising event. We have bands play, and we have a skate demo and auction items and things like that. But we've been going 10 years now, or 11 years, and we've helped to develop over 500 parks and given away almost $5 million. Yeah.
500 skate parks.
Yeah.
And kids just must be just so
kids,
stoked.
you know, it's more about empowering the kids that have wanted to get parks in their cities. So it's not like we just come in and say, oh, you need a park in that area. It's more like this group has tried to get a park. They've petitioned the city. They've went to city council meetings. They've held fundraisers of their own, and we want to give them the resources to get it done. You know, it's more about giving them ownership of the place as opposed to just saying, oh, look at us, we're so awesome, we're going to give you a park over here.
And when did you start that?
In 2001.
Yeah. And it's just, was this something that's philanthropy that you just...
To be honest, I had gone to a few different skate park openings at that time, and they were mostly in affluent areas and wealthy areas, and the city councils were all congratulating each other, like, we're so cool, we did a skate park, and the skate parks sucked. Like, they were worse than the shopping mall parking lots.
Yeah.
And it was because they hired the lowest bidder contractor, sidewalk contractor, and the kids didn't appreciate it. And I was like, I want to bridge this gap of who you're providing this for, get the kids involved in the process, but also provide it to the kids who need it most, and the ones at the at-risk youth, the at-risk areas.
Well, it's amazing what you're doing. You know, a lot of people don't take the time to give back, so you should be applauded for that.
Thanks.
Last call of the night. You're on with Tony Hawk. Ask your question with your crazy lighting, you creepy lighting creep.
Check the OR.
Yeah, how are you? Yeah, ask Tony a question. This is not about Canadian hip-hop right now.
Okay, Tony, what are the 3 most memorable Halloween costumes that you've worn for Halloween?
Oh, okay. A curveball.
Wow, 3 most memorable. Well, the first one is definitely R2-D2. My dad made me an R2-D2 costume out of styrofoam that I actually was in, and he put a little opening for candy, and I got to sit in it. And then it was hard to maneuver. Like, I would get up and I would walk, but it was kind of on wheels. And then these senior kids, I mean, I was, whatever, 11 or something.
Could you do a 720 in it?
No, and these senior kids came by and they said, hey, R2-D2, and smashed the top of it.
Oh, really?
And I was literally crushed.
See,
like,
that's
literally metaphorically crushed.
That's why you're such a success, though, because
it's
these bullies.
Yeah,
it's these bullies out there.
Yeah, we didn't have any bully awareness in the 70s.
When people talk about bullying being a problem, I say it's a good thing, because it drives kids to go out and
but also we didn't have social networking, so we can't really say that.
Yeah, okay, all right.
What other costumes? Jeez, I was Jack Skellington once. I scared my kids.
Okay.
And when my default costume from like ages 11 to 14 was I would put my pads on and go, I'm a skateboarder, and skate around and get candy. And the funny thing about that is, my friends knew, like, that's lame. Everyone else thought, whoa, he's a skateboarder, because that's so strange. No one skateboards. And so it totally worked.
Are you going trick-or-treating this year? Should we go?
I'm actually going to be in Ireland during Halloween this year.
Do they celebrate that over there?
I don't know. I heard that they do like bonfires and they bob for apples and stuff, but no traditional trick-or-treating.
Could drink a lot of Guinness over there?
I think they do that anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You drink a lot these days?
Not a lot.
No?
No. I'm here with you, aren't I?
Yeah.
I hope I'm loosened enough to do this, yeah.
But we'll go out drinking after the show for a bit, right?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, like in 2 minutes, we'll go and get some drinks.
Right, yeah.
Lots of good places to drink around here. Plus, I have drinks
You have a keg
here.
like, right there.
There's a keg right there, actually, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can have some beers and, because we're not drunk right now.
No,
I'm not drunk right now.
No.
I wanted to do a good job on the show today.
You were drunk on Jay Leno, though. That was really funny.
I did get drunk on Jay Leno
that
once.
was hilarious. I enjoyed that very much.
I did do that. Well, Tony, I got to say, this has just been a real pleasure. And, you've always been so supportive of my goofy little things that I do. I really, really appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you including me.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. So, Tony Hawk, thank you for coming to the show. Any last words, any last thing? We have a minute left, so.
We have a minute.
1 minute.
I want to thank everyone for their support.
Yeah, do a speech.
I do. No, I appreciate you letting me do what I love for a living, and I hope that somehow I've given you enjoyment through that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Tony, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for watching the show. We will see you next week, same time, same place, on Axis TV. You are watching Tom Green Live. Good night, everybody. There's more time?
That was good out.
More time? Last week, don't they just play some music or something? Just play some music. I said, it's over. I've got nothing left, man. This is it. God!
How much more do you want?
Oh, I love Tom Green. Tom Green! Holy
T-Mobile is upgrading its network at a record pace. We were the first to...
One more. We were really close. Thank you.
Damn.
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah, Jeremy.
I heard of you, man. Yeah, you know me. I take to the street with any of these motherfuckers, man. But these new kids nowadays, man, they got no respect for human life.
Everybody eats, B.
Money.
This is it right here, Nibs.
Alright, right fucking here. Look!
fucking so good. That was perfect.
Now that's the Mario McCoy we know. Right there.
Yeah, so
Shit, nice.
I touched your whole lens, sorry.
Shit right there. went last Saturday, but it was so bright out there, my eyes got sunburned up. I was like, I had my sunglasses on too.
It's cooking out there, man. Dude, what about those one pipes you went to? What the fuck? Well, now I'm on just on a full pipe mission, Jones. I've actually found 2 more I didn't know about. Dude. And this pool we're going to skate today is pretty damn sick. Left-hand kidney. It's got a little bit of a jolt, you know what I mean, when you first drop in. It's been kind of just sitting here for a while, you know what I mean? Somewhere right... Boom, right here. No. We're out there. You're in the middle of the high desert. Yeah, this thing's pretty sick. I think you guys are going to like it.
The important thing is this, to be able at any moment to sacrifice what we are for what we could become.
That was good. Woo! Andiamo a Capo dove siete. Yeah. The blue, yeah. Oh.
God damn.
Till the end, baby.
That's not the way you want to go out. Let's try it out again.
You smell my dog?
Wow.
God damn it.
I felt like I just blinked and I was over here. Oh my god.
They didn't have to bat me.
It's all good.
Spend some time on my back. We got some there.
Oh.
White collar prison is better than where I live. That's one of the saddest things I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Not allowed to do anything, you know? Brendan, what do I do anyway? Leave my house and come here. I go home. I don't know, Brendan. Sometimes I think that we're in the prison and the prisoners are not.
Sk8in Zerga. My name? Sk8in Zerga. My name? My name is Sk8in Zerga.
You have to go to school. That's prison. I have to be a soccer coach.
My name is Sk8in Zerga. Sk8in Zerga. Sk8in Zerga. He's Sk8in Zerga. Sk8in. For the Hymen. Sk8in Zerga.
You live to fight another day. Next one I get into good, that's it. Hell yeah.
Get rich, die trying. Yeah. Hey. Up. Up. People. Hold on. Wait. People here? Downtown New York. Fucking streets. Hey. Oh. 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 Hello. I see you. Oh. Streets. Downtown New York. Hello. The L. L's. Oh. Well. Did I try to use skate dice here? I do. Do. Front side, shove it. Back side solid. And shove back salad. Ah. Dude. Oh my god, what are these low C grinds? Really? Of course. Inward heel flip, backside willy grind. Oh my god. Really? Okay. That's a low C. What?
Exhibit C, the belt he's flossing is
That ought to do it, don't you think? You think we need one more? You think we need one more? All right, we'll get one more.
Heel flip, backside board slide. Why did you shove it? Hard flip, front side, evil.
You're either in or you're out. Right now. Las Vegas, huh? America's playground.
Oh, this is just a okay. Inside crook. Ah. Fuck! Ring. I just did that. Front side salad. This is towards the rail. Salad is away from the ollie. Front side, yeah. I gotta ollie out like a bitch. God damn. Backside no slide. Backside nose blunt. I can't see! Piece of shit. Frontside Siski. Oh my god, Siski's the. Oh my god. Salad goes over. Siski's the. Ollie backside. Oh. Oh. Frontside 5-0. Hey, backside board slide. Ollie out. What? I see. Backside nose blunt.
My name is Lyman. Zelka. My name is Lyman Zelka.
Fuck.
My name.
Okay, low city's the overcooked down.
Zelka.
Backside no slide. Ah. Ew. Oh, okay, salad. Backside salad. Yeah. Frontside blunt. Ooh. Backside tail slide. Inside Willie. Oh yeah. Oh, stop. Backside tail slide. Ah.
Electronics. Livingston Dell. Livingston's been doing freelance surveillance work lately. FBI mobs. Hours nerves. Okay. Not so bad you noticed.
The vault at the Bellagio.
Salad.
Well,
Salad in. Salad out. Sk8in.
this is probably the least successful
Salad out.
vault ever designed. Yep. You said 3 casinos?
Huh.
These feed me the cages at the Mirage, the MGM Grand, but every dime ends up there. Bellagio, the Mirage. These are Terry Benedict's. Yes, they are. You think you'll mind? More than someone.
You'd need at least a dozen guys doing a combination of cons.
Backside tail slide.
Off the top of my head, I'd say you're looking at Boski and Jim Brown. A Miss Daisy, 2 Jethros, and Leon Spinks. Not to mention the biggest Ella Fitzgerald ever.
Frontside Willie. Oh my god, these Willies!
These 3 casinos will get our bankroll. Benedict's got a long list of enemies.
Fucking hate this.
But enemies with loose cash, nothing to lose.
See what a Willie is. Oh, okay. That's kind of weird. Back lip. Oh, an ollie out. Cyborg slide. Oh my god, it was a fakey. Knock it over first. Oh, wrong way. Flip. Oh. Oh, what? My friends I low C. Fuck off.
Officer Brooks, this is Danny Ocean. I was told to contact you within 24 hours.
No,
sir, I've been getting in trouble. No, sir, I've been drinking. No, sir. I wouldn't even think about leaving.
Wow. Idiot. Inside salad.
Souvenir d'une Madame Nicole, un street qui pensait qu'un boulot n'était pas fait pour l'école. Je portais un velours troué, des bottes rouges en plastique, une cagoule en laine, un chandail ou des plaies baskets. Le coiffeur ne savait même pas encore que j'existais. Mais ce le premier qui nous a vu s'est désisté. Pourtant jeune et innocent, la mort volée s'inclinait. On squatte le bac à sable avec ses armes et nos idées, afin de faire du vandalisme, même sans le savoir. Nos parents n'ont pas, donc on erre sans avoir. Après nos voisins de gros racistes, je te le précise, nous étions mal élevés, leur berger allemand mieux dressé. Moi j'y crois pas. D'ailleurs j'y ai jamais cru, car parental est le seul amour que j'ai jamais eu, donc pour pas se vénérer. S'y met à l'amende, les vertus du nana, donc du thé à la menthe.
Fuck off. Oh.
Bidonville, ambiance clandestine dans un bar à Barbès et à la menthe où sous étagine à la carte. Plus de Sk8in pour Mouloud et Saïd Abdallah avec un sale accent, pas de salam
Accent, no ça.
L'athlète originaire d'Algérie, d'Hollywood à Tamanrasset. Plus de thé à la menthe, juste des palabres amères comme un malade mental. J'ai mal à la tête, je cavale en Stan Smith, Adidas, jeans 501, savage mental. Ici c'est v'là l'attentat, pour quelques douces de plus, y'a des carnages dans l'air. Cette France me désintègre, on classe arabe comme un barbare bancal. Nique la culture du barbecue, du steak et des fast-food.
Oh my god.
C'est banal en bas de la tête, je m'emmerde et je pèse que dalle. Ça se bat la frambade, mon rôle, ma peine et ma joie se confondent. Et c'est tout ce qui reste de notre héritage culturel.
Nastas et 500, un bento, cassette de fond, Kendar en 505, mais 20 le mot, problème avec un grand P, face auquel tout le monde a tremblé ou rampé.
Oh, come on!
Devant l'incandescence, le droit chemin s'est cambré. Je lui ai tendu la main et le bonheur m'a crampé. Genre, seul l'argent et l'honneur peut me rendre vrai. Mais ici, on peut t'accuser de choses que si t'avais fait, tu te prendrais. Il leur faut un arabe, un noir, ce que tu veux, bref, concret. On a eu la chance de ne jamais se prendre au sérieux. Côtoyer le vice sans jamais faire le supérieur. Au-delà, notre vie loin du saut de l'ange. À l'école, nouveau tour contre l'albatros de Baudelaire. On s'est retrouvé dans le rap, contre toute réelle attente. La recette, sampleur, stylo était à la menthe.
gay with it, shouting olay with it. Wow.
Ooh.
Papa loves mambo. Papa loves mambo. Mama loves mambo. Mama loves mambo. Papa does great with it, swings like a gate with it. He loses weight with it now. He goes to, she goes fro. He goes fast. She goes slow. He goes left.
Inside fever.
She goes right.
Papa's looking for Mama, but Mama is nowhere in sight.
Next side, next side.
Mama loves mambo.
You're too close. Left side, left side.
Papa loves mambo. Papa loves mambo. Mama loves mambo. Mama loves mambo. Don't play the rumba and don't play the samba, 'cause Papa loves mambo tonight. Papa loves mambo. Mama loves mambo.
Oh my god, why am I doing that? That's feeble. Oh my god.
She goes fro. He goes fast.
What the fuck?
He goes slow. He goes left. She goes right.
Papa's looking for Mama, but Mama is nowhere in sight.
Papa loves mambo.
Papa loves mambo.
Mama
Okay.
Mama loves mambo.
Yeah. Backside rolling. Frontside Smith. Backside Sk8in. Frontside Los. Frontside oh. Frontside Lowski. Oh wait. Lowski. Fuck off. Frontside Willie. What a stupid ass trick, man. Take this shit out. Backside nosies. Fuck. 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 Inside feeble. Fucking lilies, bro. Oh, I got ollie. Oh my god, I hate this fucking ollie out. Take this ollie out bullshit out. Ollie, my side smith. What's that move? Fuck. ollie out. Oh god. Keep forgetting to ollie out of that shit sometimes. Oh fuck, I did the wrong way. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, what? Ah. You motherfucker. Fuck. Dude, I can't take this trick seriously. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Give me that money. Ah! Hate ass eat fast. Front side, board side. Edu. Ah! How do you turn it off? Oops. Didn't mean to press that. Oh well.
First try.
Sometimes it gets dark. Sometimes it gets dark. And through the darkness, I know it gets hard, but you gotta walk in the light. So you just, when the devil shows up, you gotta just. I walk in the light. 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 I walk in the light.
Sk8in hard.
Hey.
Oh, no. That was beautiful.
Said you thought.
You
said
thought so.
you thought.
Oh shit.
Genji. I hear you. I hear you, bitch ass. I give it a Tesla.
Let's go, News. Let's make that more, baby. Let's make that more together, baby.
Smash that X
Ah, that's sick.
The good old days.
Sick.
Come on, y'all know it.
That's a good way.
You
That's a good way to go out.
That's a good way.
That's a good way to go out. I like that.
11 was gold. What the fuck?
He rode into
that was me.
11 won.